Good morning. Welcome to the homestead. Well, went out to the garden in order to get this hot thing. Can't think of the name. And because I need to melt some plastic. I want to cut a hole in a plastic bin, and the bin's pretty. Tried it with a utility knife, but it's too thick. I'm going to use the plastic tub inside the garage for the kittens because you remember they used to lay on top of the cat box that's there. Well, Stowe is in there now. And Stowe lays in front of it. So now he kind of took away the cat's bed. Sorry, flies bugging me. I got to put my boots on too. I'm wearing flip-flops, and so things can crawl on my toes and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Anyway, Stowe is taking over that part of the bed, and they are sleeping over on that other thing that we have there. I'm gonna go pull the chips and see what's going on. But I did notice they're sleeping at the back of the car, and there's a big box there that's just there. I'm gonna take that big box out of there, and I asked Lee to buy two, if possible, moving blankets, because we covered the one thing with a moving blanket, and they like to lay on it. So I want to put a moving blanket down on the car cover and the back of the car, then put this box on the back of the car, and then cover it with a moving blanket so they can, when it gets cold, they can go inside. Now since it's hot, they can just lay on top, kind of give them an area in the back. I know. What good is a garage if it's just full of cats? My car does not, it runs, but my car was getting the interior done, and we never got finished with the upholstery, and the key broke off in the trunk part of the car, and we can't open the car where all the car parts are. We need to keep working on trying to get that open. But we've been so busy here on the property that the car's kind of just taken a back shelf to it. The car, by the way, is a 63 Ford Galaxy convertible. I've owned it for, oh golly gee whiz, I think I got it in 1984, 1985. I think it was 1980. I don't remember. I do remember having car seats in the back seat though. So I've owned it a very long time. If it was 1984, then I've owned it for 40 years. That's a long time. And it's real pretty. It's a baby blue. And it gets like, what, 7-8 gallons of gas? It gets about 7 or 8 miles per gallon of gas. Another reason why it's kind of just sitting there, because we can't afford to put that much gas in it. That's a lot of gas. It's like the RV. It takes a lot of gas for it too. Of course, it's diesel, but nevertheless, we ain't traveling right now either because of the price. It's got to come down. And we need to start doing our own oil because we need these prices to come down. I'd like to travel in my retirement. Anyhow. Let's get busy. Okay, I have this tote right here. It's got its clip right here, but this one's been broken. We had it taped shut, so I just emptied it, and I'm going to have it like this, upside down in the garage. So I'm going to put on this bad side right here, I'm going to put the hole right here so they can climb in. And this clip will hold it so it doesn't separate in the back. And then I'll put bedding inside of it, and we'll cover it with a moving blanket. I'm going to put holes in the side for breathing purposes, besides this one here. And that's assuming that this isn't too thick and it melts. I know that the gosh, what is this thing called? I totally cannot think of what this thing is called. Anyway, I know it works on soda bottles, but this is much thicker. So, let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's going through. Oh, it's a soldering iron. That's what it is. I'm gonna get some gloves because that kind of hurts my hand. Heating it up to try to smooth down the edges so they're not so sharp because of the blade cut made them sharp. That's better. Not perfect, but better. Okay, while I've got this soldering iron, I'm going to go get some plastic buckets that I bought at Dollar Tree. I'm going to bring them up here and I'm going to punch holes in them for the bottom because I'm going to use them as planter bins. And the first thing I'm going to plant in them is that aloe vera. It needs to be replanted. It's starting to die. It's not getting enough water, and so I'll be right back. These plastic bins are pretty nice. They're not that thin. They're pretty thick. Oh, Freddie's outside the gate. I'm gonna have to go chase him down. Anyway, they're not that thin. They were in the area for party supplies as ice buckets, and so I decided they'd make nice planters, but we do need to put holes in them. I'm thinking not on the bottom, but on the sides. That way some water is retained each time I water it. I think, and then, yeah, I think that'd be good. Just kind of on the bottom, on the low. Not a whole lot of water's retained, but a little bit, because I think that'll help. I might have put too many holes in that one. I think the next one I'll put just a little bit less. My plan is to put a sponge in there. I bought some brand new sponges. I'm going to put a sponge right here in the bottom, in the center, and then fill it with dirt. The sponge should also retain water. Okay, that task is done. Got my planter boxes, got the cat box, and so Lee is on his way home from work, and he will be coming out to the property, and he's bringing me 2 moving blankets. I like the moving blankets because the cat hair doesn't stick to them, unlike the pet blankets that are fuzzy. These are really nice. They're super warm, and they're perfect utility blankets. So I'll put that in the garage and clean up the back of the car where that box is after Lee gets here, because I don't want to disturb the cats until then. And then we're also thinking about fencing the area right outside the side of the garage where the cats like to go. It's a nice, cool place, but if we fence it, it'll be safer. And then there's 2 windows over on that side of the garage, and then just open one of the windows as access to go in and out. or possibly just cut a little hole in the siding. We damaged the siding over there on that side when we moved the building. If you didn't see us do that, Leah and I raised the building and moved it in increments because it was wrong. I can't remember why we did it. Oh, we didn't put the 4x4s at the bottom of it. We missed that part. Oh, speaking of Lee, he's here now. So we ended up moving the building. Watch one of those videos in the past. We did it last year, I think. Okay, well, that's it for this task.